Elektra from 2005. This movie is a spin-off movie because not a sequel from Daredevil, it's a spin-off from Daredevil, following Elektra from Daredevil. That same Elektra, still played by Jennifer Garner, who comes back. It is a movie that's okay. Okay is the best way to describe this movie. Now, that was some movie breakdowns. I'm going to talk about it. Before I hop into it though, the review you want me to do, let me know. Please put in the comment section below and I get to as best I can. Also have Patreon, Zakka for $2 a month. You get a review cut in front of everybody else. Get it out there on Patreon way before it comes out on Facebook and YouTube. And you can see other reviews out there as well. Now let's go ahead and get into today's episode of Elektra from 2005. And what is this movie about? This movie is about superhero Elektra, who, after dying in the first movie, I guess dying in Daredevil, is brought back to life, and she's sent on another assassination mission to some town to kill a father and daughter. She was sent on an assassination mission to assassinate these two, and she can't pull the trigger. And by her not pulling the trigger, per se, really, it was a bow and arrow. By her not pulling that bow and arrow, it's alerted the organization that she was working for to go hunt them down, which the organization that she was working for was the Hand. So now she has to fight the Hand to protect this father and daughter duel, and that's pretty much Elektra. Now, it's crazy because this movie doesn't tell you that she works for the Hand. It's just that the Hand themselves are the one who's coming after the girl and the father after Elektra doesn't do the job. Apparently her agent was just like, yeah, so you know what's going to come next is worse. I think the agent was working for the Hand. Elektra wasn't, because Elektra acted like she didn't know, but then she did know who they were, but she was once trained by a different group of ninjas that the movie don't really tell who they were. They just were there that trained trained Elektra, and then the Hand was the opposing group, who, by the way, sang Song from Mortal Kombat. The actor that plays him in the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s, he's back in this movie, and he is Master Roshi, the head of the Hand in this movie. Now I'm like, I don't know if Master Roshi is legit a Marvel character. That's definitely a Dragon Ball Z reference if I've heard of one. Dragon Ball reference if I heard of one. But the Hand in this movie, they're trying to hunt down the girl and the dad, and Elektra trying to stop them. So you get like some fight scenes here and there, and then a lot of exposition dumps throughout this movie. The things I like, the acting and the cast. I think the cast was cool. I like the acting in this movie. I thought it was fine. Jennifer Garner, to me, it's okay as Elektra in this movie. I thought she was good. Like, I didn't think anything bad. Like, I didn't have anything bad with the acting in this movie or like the characters themselves. I was down with it. The ideal and the ideals of some things I like in this movie, like Tattoo. I like the fact that like he can have a wolf come out of him because a tattoo of a wolf on him, or this hawk that's tatted on him, or the falcon that comes off of him, or snakes that come off. Whatever thing is tatted on him, he can come out of him and turns like an object or a beast or whatever the case may be. So I thought that was kind of cool. I like the idea of that. And that's about it. The dislikes, the execution for the story. Like, this movie is riddled with plot holes, and the movie's like just suddenly ends as well. Like, you have Elektra beat the 5 assassins who was coming after her, but then like she doesn't go after the rest of the Hand. She doesn't go after the like Master Roshi. It just, she walks off and the movie ends, and you're like, okay. Why does Elektra get sent to the island where the dad and the daughter's at, but doesn't know who they are until like days later after meeting the dad and daughter? And she's like, oh no, I already knew who my assassinations were. I just, acted shocked when I saw the information. Like, no, you didn't know until they told you after you already sat down and had dinner with them. Like, let's not get over yourself. Come on, let's get over yourself. Come on now. Like, the movie try to go back and say, she always knew. No, she didn't. Also, like, why is the dad and daughter also assassins as well? And then the daughter apparently is the treasure that the hand's been looking for, but the hand wants to kill her, but then the hand wants to train her. So you're like, they're fighting over the girl to capture and train her, but Elektra wants to, keep her on her side. So, and the girl doesn't want to be an assassin. She just want to be a normal girl. So Elektra's like, no, she gets to make the choice what she wants to be. And all I'm thinking is like, why did the hand want to kill her? And then turn around and say, I want to train her. One of the assassins like, I want to train her. So we're not gonna kill her. Keep the girl alive because she's the treasure, because she has the power, which doesn't explain what she has. Like, she has a whip ability and probably just as good as Elektra, but Elektra is better because Elektra fought her and beat her. And the dad is, I guess, an assassin as well, but he doesn't do anything in the final fight scene. He's pretty much, the dad disappears the last like 30 minutes of the movie. He doesn't exist anymore. Like, he just goes away. He just goes away. The movie has a lot of plot holes in it, and that to me hurts the movie. Also, a lot of cuts, a lot of like really short chops and cuts for certain scenes. Like, people are fighting and it's just cuts and different scenes is happening. You're like, what am I supposed to follow? Like, there's a scene where Elektra's fighting one of the main guys of the hand in a, I don't even know, they're fighting in a room, but then he's bringing like towels and everything, or blankets, and she's like fighting blankets and a blanket. So it's like a whole battle is her swinging in a blanket, and it's like, look, she's in the room just swinging at blankets. And Elektra's also dealing with her inner turmoil of her mom's death, and there's some demon, and the demon ended up being the guy that she got to fight at the end of the movie. So I was like, did they just throw that in there to give it some kind of weight? Because the movie doesn't really have that much. Like, this movie just ends you, and legit ends. Like, after she beats the 5 ninjas and saves the girl one last time, she walks away like, all right, I'm gonna go off my own. And then, the master talks to her, and she's just like, and it keeps going. Like, she had a little conversation with him, short, and then just walks, and the movie just ends that way. Like, walking through a gate, and the movie ends that way. It's like, Elektra. And I'm just like, what happened to Master Roshi? What happened to the rest of the hand? Like, what happens next? Are they safe? Because the hand doesn't put a stop. Just because she beats 5 of their top assassins, like, they have multiple other assassins. Like, what happens next? Like, I don't know. I need to know what happens next. So this movie definitely ends. It ends one of the problems is that it ends. It's abruptly, kind of, but like, it's definitely an okay movie. It's not the best superhero movie out there. It's not the worst superhero movie out there. Like, it's kind of dry at times, but the cast is kind of adding some charisma to this movie to make you at least somewhat interested in it. Like, there's a scene where when the top 5 assassins show up, and they all had like this cool entrance walk, like this introduction walk. I thought it was kind of dope. Like, one dude was like doing his own little thing, walking. Another person just kind of menacingly walking. And the big guy like just kind of like flex walking, and the sexy woman walking in like, I'm hot. That's what I'm here for. Like, like my whole thing about me is sexy. That's all I am. I am the sexy character here, purely to do a makeout scene with Jennifer Garner. Purely to get guys in seats. That's what I'm here for. Like, we know what you're doing, movie. We know what you're doing, Elektra. Like, we knew. I'm actually glad they didn't have a sex scene in this movie. I'm actually glad about that. That's actually something I will say I'm proud of. They didn't make Jennifer Garner have a sex scene. It was just that one kiss. Then she also kissed a dude. She had a kiss with a guy that put in a fling. That wasn't a fling. Like, she kissed him and she said that was disgusting. But like, she liked it though. And the dude was like, okay, I'm not sure I made that move. Like, we're gonna run for our life here. And this guy, the dad, literally, like, after they get rescued by the good ninja group, the good ninja clan, because I don't remember the name of them. They said it once. Also, how did Elektra get healed? The dude came up, the blind teacher came up and he was like, rest easy, Elektra. They're safe now. And then she wakes up healed. But they didn't explain how they healed her. And Elektra used that same healing ability at the end of the movie on the girl. And maybe I just missed something. Maybe I just missed something in this movie. But I don't know how she got that ability. I don't know when she learned it. Like, there was a like training montage to teach her, like, this is how you use this ability. Like, if it was right there at the end. They threw it in right before she did the ability. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Let's gotta get in the cast, crew, and acting. The cast, crew, and directing and all that stuff. All that good stuff. All that good jazz. So, Elektra came out in 2005. It's an hour and 37 minutes long. It's directed by Rob Bowman. Writers are Mark Steven Johnson, who did the motion picture character, and Frank Miller, who did the comic book character. Oh, ain't Frank Miller the guy from Sin City? Frank Miller. I'm pretty sure that's Sin City, right? Frank Miller. Yeah, it is Sin City. Okay. Oh, he also wrote on 300. I did not know he wrote Elektra. That's neat. Props to him. You make your paycheck, sir. You get your bag. Okay, so the budget for this movie was $43 million. It grossed worldwide $56 million. So, you know, it barely got above. Barely. And the cast here, you have Jennifer Garner, who played Elektra. I thought Jennifer Garner did okay. Now, the one thing I would say, this movie mentioned that she died. It's like, you died. You died before you came back to life. You came back to life. But it was never mentioned about Daredevil in this movie at all. They never mentioned about the events of Daredevil. They never mentioned about Bullseye. And never mentioned what happened to Daredevil. And never mentioned about how she came back to life and then she go after Daredevil. This movie doesn't talk about that at all. Not at all. And I'm trying to remember in the comic books when Elektra comes back to life, because she does die. She does get revived. I believe by the Hand. Do they erase her memories and Daredevil meets her again and kind of reminds her what happened? I don't remember. But yeah, the movie doesn't explain why. Why she remember anything about Daredevil? Why she remember the events of Daredevil? But yet she's like super OCD. And the movie decides to show you that she's OCD by doing this whole OCD like drama montage, where she put things here, there, and the music's playing dramatically while nothing happening but her arranging stuff. I can't stand when movies do this. It's such a cliche in movies that you see when a character who is like assassin or somebody who's had to be super organized, they start organizing things and the movie plays the dramatic music for them organizing. They're organizing dishes. Why? Why? Explain. Please tell me, why is that necessary? And then why is the organization necessary to this movie? It doesn't come in handy at all. Like, the fact that she's organized, I guess it just showed that she's a clean assassin. Okay, cool. She's cleaning at the beginning of the movie, so I don't understand. Why did you need to show it twice? The house was already clean. Why do you need to show her organizing stuff? Why? Maybe, I don't know. I just want to know why. Why? Please answer this. Please. I need an answer. Comment. Please answer. YouTube. Comments. Answer. I need an answer for this. Please. This is going to bother me. This is going to irk my soul. Irk. You got Goran Visnik, who plays Mark Miller. I thought he was the dad. We saw the beginning part of the movie. He was there. Kind of like the voice of wisdom. I don't know. He was kind of like the voice of wisdom at one point for Abby, but like not really. Like then he just disappears towards the, like, you know, the end of the movie. So like his presence was there. He was there. He was fine as an actor, and like the character is fine, but the character was just there. That's all I got from it. Will Yu Lee, who played Kirigi, Kiriki was cool. I thought Kiriki was cool. I thought he was a cool character. Like cool design. I just wish he had more of a role besides just the villain who was trying to hunt down the dad and daughter, and that was it. Like I wish there was more to him. And he tried like I'm going to take the daughter and make her one of us and train her to be a top agent and top villain. And it's like okay, cool, but why? Why? But he had an interesting fight with Jennifer Garner at the end of the movie with Elektra. Like, that was cool, but why? And then Kristen Zien, who plays Abby Miller. And Abby was the treasure character. Like, she was the assassin as well, just like Elektra. And the movie don't explain why she's the treasure, why she's the chosen one. It just says, like, she's just as good as Elektra. Okay, but why and Elektra beats her, so therefore it doesn't really explain why she's better than Elektra. Like, she didn't give Elektra the sweat. She's just like, okay. And she get it, she's a girl, she's young, but she's probably like as good as Elektra, if not better than Elektra at the time at her age. And the hand, for some reason, was just like kill her at first and then they'll bring her alive and make her one of us. And they don't really explain why she's a treasure. Like, why is she the treasure? Like, what's so special about Abby? The movie doesn't explain anything why Abby is so special. It just says that she's the treasure. And then she goes and fights the final fight scene. Kind of gets in the way, but Elektra saves her. But how come, Mark's not there fighting? Why is he not assassin? Like, if his daughter's assassin, he need to be trained to be assassin too. Like, I just don't understand. Doesn't make sense. Like, and then if Elektra was working for the hand, why didn't the hand be more upset when Elektra betrayed them? Like, shouldn't they be upset and try to kill Elektra too? Like, there's questions that this movie have. You have Carrie. Give me a moment, guys. Sorry. So Carrie Hiroyuki Togawa, who plays Roshi, who is sang sung from Mortal Kombat. The fact that he's in this movie, I just like, oh, he's in here. He doesn't do anything else but just looks mean and be the hand of the hands, the head of the hand. Like, other than that, he's just there. And I wish they wasted him. They wasted him. Terrence Stamp, who plays Stick. Oh, that was him, Stick. The blind ninja who was, the good guy ninja. Thought he was fine. And that's pretty much it as far as the cast go. Like, the rest of them are all like side characters who don't really they fight people, but they're not really main pieces. Like, they don't really say much. They sit there and fight. Those are the people I just mentioned, the main talking pieces. Yep. All right. Any other thoughts? Nah, I don't have any other thoughts for this movie. Like, the music is okay. It's definitely 2005. Like, I don't think the music doesn't really stand out to me that much. I know there's songs in here that don't stand out. I think the choppy bits of the movie when it comes to the camera angles and camera cuts in this movie, that's something I just came back to my mind. The camera cuts in this movie, it's definitely a lot going on, and you're just like, oh, who am I following? Is this even Jennifer Garner or is this somebody else that's there? Like, what's going on? Like, why is there so many chops and cuts and bits in this movie? So the CGI is fine. It's okay, actually, for 2005. I don't have an issue with the CGI. CGI is not anything to run home with, but it's not bad. Yeah. Is this a Friday night movie? Nah, it's not. In grade time, I'm going to grade Elektra from 2005 a D+. It gets a 69% for me. It's fine. It's okay. It just doesn't have an ending. There's a lot of plot holes in the story where you're just like, what the heck? Matter of fact, I'm dropping it down from a D+. I'm dropping it down to a D. Just give it 65%. It's a D. I started thinking about it again and started getting a little more it's Daredevil's a better movie and Daredevil's a D+, 69%. This is a D. This is a 65%. Give this movie a 65%. It's a D. Not a D+, a D. Yep, that's why I'm grading Elektra. It's not the worst, but it's not the best superhero movie out there. It's okay. If you've seen Elektra, before I do that, let's see what IMDb gives this movie. So IMDb gives the movie a 4.7 out of 10. That's an F. And Rotten Tomatoes gives this movie the critics give this movie 11%. That's an F. That is an F. And the audience gives it a 29%. That's an F as well. I definitely gave it a better score than that. They hate this movie. They hate this movie. Ooh, good Lord. Yeah, that's a good Lord. That is a solid 11%. Good Lord. God dang. Yeah, that's bad. I give it a D. I'm giving it a D. I'm sticking a D. I'm not giving it an F. That's not that bad a movie. I think worse. This movie is definitely a 65% for me, a D. At A through F range, this is a D. If you've seen Elektra, what did you think? Please put in the comment section below. Other than that, see you guys in the next episode of Movie Breakdowns, and keep being awesome. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate that. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If there's a review you want me to watch or do, let me know. Please put it in the comment section below this video. Also, you want to watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns, it's right there. Just gotta click on it and you'll be able to watch it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Love y'all, and keep being awesome.